no matter what the circumstances, if the pews are full, if the pews are empty, if everybody comes to do the work, or if they have to go it alone, if it's a ministry of 100 or a ministry of one, if they have to go it alone or if they have company going with them, they will be faithful to it. They have that drive. They will keep going. They will not let nothing stop them. They will be faithful to it, because what a person loves, a person is faithful to. Proverbs 3:3 says, "Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart." But moving along, so I don't want to hold you all morning, my friends. Gentleness is synonymous with meekness, but not weakness. Gentleness means meekness, but not weakness. Y'all will catch that later. Gentleness is strength under control. The person who possesses this quality pardons injuries, corrects faults, and rules their own spirit well. Judy Rogers, I mentioned her earlier, gentle lady, a meek person, sometimes abused and bullied, even in church, taken advantage of at home, on the job, throughout her life. She was always there helping others, looking to save others, speak up for others and herself. She had that gentle spirit. But when you got to her, she could represent you. Well, she was a union representative in her career time, and she fought for the rights of others. Oh, she could write some letters, boy. You do her wrong or do somebody wrong, she could write some letters to the right people to get the action done that she needed. Gentleness. My mama, as I mentioned, that superhero Annie Bassey. Oh, she had that gentle spirit, but let me tell you, those tears sometimes, she had to wipe the tears and put on the cape. Because if you mess with her kids, you can only push her so far, and she coming. But when you would mess with her kids, she would, man, I'm going to leave that alone. But you know what happens when you mess with the cubs. Meekness is often a tool used by superheroes, and is shown in the form of self-control. They know what they can do to you, but they choose not to. They'd rather just let you go ahead on and let things play out, because it may play out without them having to put on the cape. Superheroes don't walk around wielding their strength and power for all to see just because they can. Superheroes don't misuse what they possess to impress anyone or for personal gain. Superheroes don't fight just because there's an opportunity to fight. Superheroes know when it is the right time to step into action. Diana Prince didn't always walk around as Wonder Woman. Sometimes she was just that clerk, Diana Prince. She did what the major needed her to do and did her job. But when time called, all she'd get at whirl around and become Wonder Woman. Bruce Banner didn't always go around as the Incredible Hulk. He was just a mere man doing what he had to do, moving along through life. But when the time was right and situations called for it, when he could no longer act as Bruce Banner and make things work out, and he had to turn into the Incredible Hulk, you better believe he got big and green. Clark Kent was just, and I know I'm talking about fictional characters, Clark Kent was just a newspaper guy. He was just a reporter. He'd see things happen and then keep on walking and keep on writing. But when time came that he had to absolutely step in, he'd find him a phone booth or a whirly door and go spin around through there and come back out with that cape on. Peter Parker, who had that sign, throwing them webs. Oh, y'all know what that is. I love you. Yes, throwing them webs. Peter Parker, just a kid working at the newspaper, taking pictures. But when time called for it, you better believe Spider-Man stepped into action. They didn't always jump right into action. Sometimes they stood back and people would ask, where is the superhero? Where is Wonder Woman? Where is Batman? Where is Superman? Where are the Avengers? Where are they? Because I need them now. Well, superheroes don't jump right into action. They let things play out because they don't wield their power just because they can. Superheroes exercise self-control. Do I have any superheroes in the house today? Or is anybody working toward that way? Oh, I hope that you are if you ain't got there yet. But let me ask you a question before I get out of here. Have you ever asked yourself, why do the bad guys keep coming back? Why don't they just kill the evil villain? Well, the answer is simple. Self-control, meekness, faithfulness, goodness, kindness, patience, peace, joy, and love. The fruits of the Spirit. That's why the superheroes don't just take out the enemy, they subdue the enemy. They fix the situation and they go back to being their normal, self-controlled, meek, faithful, good, kind, patient, peaceful, joyous, loving self. They don't wear the cape all the time, but when it's time to step into action, they do. Superheroes love both their supporters and their haters. That's why they do what they do the way that they do it. Their friends and their foes are loved by them equally. Superheroes love the ones that need them as well as the ones that mistreat them. That's what superheroes are. Do I have any superheroes here today? Do I have anybody working that way? If you're not made it there yet, I pray that you're working on it. Oh, it takes some work. You can't just get there. Like I told you, I had